What is up, Auburn baseball fans? We are here today for the rubber match between Austin Peay and the Auburn Tigers at Plainsman Park. What a rough day it was yesterday. The Auburn Tigers just couldn't get anything going. 7 errors on the day, got rocked on the bump. Tough one, couldn't hit the baseball yesterday. It was just a rough day. Had to come from behind Friday. Christian Hall in the eighth and Mason Manners in the ninth. Got things going there and won that baseball game. So you're looking for the rubber match today, and Herbert Holtz is on the mound for the Auburn Tigers, looking to step up. A couple of guys sick for the Auburn Tigers and battling the flu, and so a couple of different guys that you you haven't gotten to see much this year. They're on the field for Auburn today, so it's going to be a tough one. This Austin Peay team can absolutely stroke the baseball, and we've seen that for 2 days. And they swept Mississippi State in a midweek series earlier in the year. They're a good baseball team. So they're not going to make the mistakes. They play fundamental sound baseball, and they're a good club, so you're going to have to make the plays to beat them. So it's going to be a tough day. I'll announce the starting lineup here before we get started. You got Cooper Weiss leading off, playing short. In the 2 hole, you got Derek Fabian playing second base. In the 3 hole, in right field, Ike Irish. In the 4 hole, Gavin Miller playing third base. In the 5 hole, Cooper McMurray playing 1B. In the 6 hole, it's Carter Wright catching for the Auburn Tigers. In the 7 hole, it's Cole Edwards at DH. In the 8 hole, Mason Mainers playing left field. And in the 9 hole, it is Chris Stanfield playing center field. And on the bump, like I said, Christian Herberholtz for your Auburn Tigers. I like these uniforms from Austin Peay. I like the uniforms from Austin Peay. Those give like a City Connect vibe with the Clarksville across the chest. That's pretty sick. I wish they would go with white pants, though. Wish they would go with white pants. But I do like the Clarksville and the City Connect vibe. I love the orange from Auburn. The orange top with the white pants. Sick. Herbert Holtz starts it off with a foul ball. Need Herbert Holtz to give us some. Cam Tilley out the pen today, hopefully. Herbert Holtz misses down and away there. This is a big game for Auburn. Very big game. Got to have this one going into next weekend, starting conference play. Herbert Holtz misses down. 2-1. Very, very big game for Auburn, in my opinion. Good pitch. Just missed right there. Baseball. Auburn baseball. Got a pop up behind the plate. Looks like Carter can't find it. And we drop an infield fly ball. Not the way you want to start right there. Gavin couldn't find it. Looks like Carter couldn't find it. Herbie had a beat on it, but you don't really want your pitcher being the one having the beat on it. So Gavin's got to make that play. I know the sun's tough. Wind's probably whipping a little bit. But you got to make that play. You can't let yesterday bleed over into today. Good pitch. Sorry, y'all. I'm texting a couple of my buddies. Not the way you want to start, especially after yesterday. You can't give Austin Peay outs. Up, up, and it's 2-0 Austin Peay. That ball is absolutely crushed. Yep. Not the way you want to start. Not the way you want to start. Herbie's got to bounce back right here. Can't wait for your commentary more. Appreciate that, Trevor. I thank you. I thank you. And thank you for being with us this whole journey. We appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it. Danielle says, what happened yesterday with the pitching? Look, Austin Peay can hit. Austin Peay can hit. Um, Obviously, it's hard for me. Dustin will have to give a little more commentary on it because he was there and it wasn't televised and hard to listen to and really get a picture of what was going on. But I do know Austin Peay is one of the hottest hitting teams in the country. I did a little episode Thursday night and basically just broke it down that look, they're the number 11th offense in the country. They put up runs and a lot of them. So they get in the box with a purpose to hit the baseball. They're aggressive at the plate. They sit on fastball. As you can see right now, they're taking hacks and they're already up 2-0 in the first. So I'm not sure if it was the Auburn pitching. I know the defense didn't help any. Defense was making, what did we make, 7 errors yesterday? So I'm not sure we can pin it really all on Auburn's pitching. But they weren't on their A game either yesterday. Is Austin Peay that surprising mid-major team in baseball that's really good this year? They've already beaten Mississippi State. Absolutely. They can absolutely swing it. They can hit it. They're really, really good. And the thing about it is, like, you don't see Austin Peay making errors, and they're going to make the plays. They're going to do the little things right, and they're going to force you to beat them. So when that stuff happens, man, look, you can look at the name and say Austin Peay. Oh wow, we're losing to Austin Peay. With the transfer portal in today's time of college athletics, the name goes out the window now. I've said that 2 years ago. These guys that are at these programs, there's another hit out to left center, keeping him at 1B. That's good. You got to set up for the double play. Look, you got these guys who aren't getting to play at these big time college programs, and they're looking for a way to get on the field because you gotta get your tape out there if you want to get to the next level. And so, they enter the transfer portal and they go to these smaller schools and they get on the field and they compete. And people look at that and they're like, "Oh, well, we're just playing Austin Peay or Eastern Kentucky this weekend," or and hey, these dudes, they're good. They're good. So it's tough, man. It's tough. Looking at the name goes out the window now in college sports. Mm, Herbie misses up, way up. Nice play by Carter Wright to save that one. Herbie up again. 2-1 count. Look, 2 runs isn't gonna beat us. I'm not worried. It's the first inning. All right. We still got 27 to play with, so I'm not worried about 2 runs right now. But we gotta throw strikes. Like, we can't have Herbie come out here and get shelled and give up 2, 3 more runs this inning. We gotta have Herbie get out of this, start throwing strikes, and then us chip away. And he walked him. Runners on first and second, 1 out for Austin Peay. This isn't good. This is probably the worst way that you wanted to start this rubber match. You're already getting a mound visit. Who's the locker room guy for Auburn baseball? Trevor says. Um, I would say Bobby Pierce. I would say Bobby Pierce is um big locker room guy. I would say he's the one that holds the team together. He's kind of that glue. I would say Will Cannon is also a guy that you could look to. John Armstrong seems like to be a leader. So yeah, those are a couple guys in my opinion that would be the guy in that locker room to really get it done. But like I said when I opened the show, I know a couple of guys are fighting some illnesses for Auburn this weekend, and they're not at 100%. But you got to find a way to win this baseball game. You got to find a way to get out of this inning. That's a good pitch. Sink it down. Good. Down and away. Will you do play-by-play for the basketball tournament this weekend? I will try. I will try. I will do my best. I will look at the schedule and see what I got going on. Got to check with the wife and the kids and see what we can make happen. If not, I can see what Dustin's doing, and we might be able to get him on here. I know Dustin's a basketball guy. He's like a big basketball nerd, so I can check with him, and he might be able to hop on here and do it. Good pitch, Herbie. Come on, 1-2 count. Runners on first and second, 1 out. You got to get a ground ball here or a K. You got to get out of this inning. Got to get out of this inning. Big pitch right here. Not a bad miss. Not a bad miss. You got to come right here. 2-2. Don't want to go 3-2. Don't want to go 3-2. Good pitch. Fouled away. Two pitch. Got him. That a baby. Great pitch, Herbie. Great pitch. Come on. Find your way out of it. Let's go. Let's go. Great location. Froze him up. Inner half. Love it. Love it. You got 2 away. Runners on first and second. Herbie goes up. Misses. Got a 1-0 count. Bad thing here is Herbie's going to throw over 30 pitches in the first inning, and this is not what you want in a rubber match. Not what you want when guys are fighting the flu. Not what you want when you had to use so many guys yesterday. Good pitch. Got a swing and a miss there. 1-1. Trevor says anything y'all do is better than most SEC commentators. LOL. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Just a passion for Auburn sports. It's what really gets it going. Herbie misses up there. 2-1. Just a passion for Auburn sports. A love for it. Jaden Brown. 551 OPS, 265 average. 2-1 pitch. Herbie delivers. Yes, he did. Come on. He did not. 3-1. This is tough. You don't want to walk anybody right here, but you're in a hitter's count. He knows what's coming. Got to throw a fastball here. So, not putting yourself in good situations. Trevor says, seems most of them are more anti-Auburn than anything, in my opinion. Yeah, Auburn's not loved by the media for sure. 3-1 pitch, fastball. He watched that 3-1, and you're gonna watch a fastball right down the pipe, thigh high. He wasn't ready to hit. I don't think this guy wants to hit, folks. I don't think this guy wants to hit. Big pitch, 3-2, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Herbie delivers. Chopper, that's going to be a tough play. Miller got him. Coop with the scoop. Trevor, I'll pull your comment back up real quick. Way to get out of it. Herbie. I'll pull your comment up and say this. Auburn doesn't get the love from the media, and obviously, I get it. Like, Alabama's the cream of the crop in the state, and they get looked at. They're the national media, like, sensation. I get it. Um, but for the most part, like, they're gonna get the more coverage and everything like that. And Auburn is just gotta fight through that, in my opinion. And you got your backs up against the wall. And days like today, your your back's up against the wall, and you got to fight through it, and you got to scrape out a victory somehow. You got to find a way, even when you're down bodies. You got to find a way. And I feel like Auburn deals with that a lot, like you said, with the media. Tough start time too. 1 o'clock. Can we get? I know we got to get back on Sundays, but it's just a tough time for everybody to get to the park, man. Like, church is going on early in the morning, and you get out. You want to go get you something to eat. Then you show up late to the ballpark, so the park don't start filling up till the third inning. Like, it's just tough. Like, put it at 2, or come on. I mean, tough time to start a game, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of the 1 o'clock Sunday starts. I was not a fan of the 11:30 start Friday. I know it was because of the weather and everything. I was not a fan of it at all. I don't like playing baseball games in the morning. Third start this season, 7 1/3 innings. This dude's got a 1.23 whip. He's we got a hit. He's got a 6.14 ERA. We got a hit. This guy can be taken advantage of. There's a first pitch for a strike. I just seem like it's awful because it takes away from players. Like, if Sears shot 100% in 2 games, they would compare him to Jordan, but J. Will gets no love. Yeah. Come on now. We got to swing the bat. Yeah. I completely get it. I understand it. 100%. Coop down 0-2. Watches the hook away. Ooh. Questionable. Questionable right there. Close. 2-2. Coop might have got away with one there. 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. Coop has worked it back to a full count after being down 0-2. Stay hot, kid. He's 3 for 7 on the series. 3 runs, 2 RBIs, 1 bomb. That's your leadoff, by the way. And there's a ground ball in between, and he got it. Tough play. Kind of got him on a little tough hop right there. He was shaded over in the 5-6 a little bit. Went to his left, got it, and made a strong throw for the first out of the inning. Here's Derek Fabian in the 2-hole. This is a guy that we wanted to see more of. He didn't like that one. It's down low. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Need a base runner. Love to get something, at least get one back in the first. That's down, 3-0. Should be all takes here. That's a strike, 3-1, 3-1 count. And that misses down. That's a walk for Derek Fabian. Auburn with a runner on first. I know this is baseball live, but I have a serious question. Should we retire number 2 jersey of J-Dub? Has he achieved enough? If not, how far do we need to go in March to start getting that hype? Retiring the jersey? If Auburn goes to if Auburn goes to the Final Four, it can be talked about. If Auburn goes to the Final Four, it can be talked about. I'm not a huge fan of retiring jerseys. I mean, I get it. I'm okay with it, but yeah, it is what it is. I think he's one of the most decorated players in Auburn history. We all know that. I think if Auburn goes to another Final Four run, you got to consider it. You got to talk about it. You got to have the discussion for sure. He's that dude, and I think he's helped Auburn. Hey, Ike gets hit. Let's go. Look at Ike trying to get us up right there. Let's go. That's big. I think J-Dub has done wonders for Auburn basketball. So I definitely think it's got to be considered. Auburn in a big spot here. Runners on first and second, 1 out. You got Gavin Miller. Can he make up for that drop fly ball in the top of the first? I really like this addition into the Auburn lineup. I like Gavin. He's got to work on his defense a little bit, though. Got to work on his defense a little bit. We're getting a mound visit from Austin Peay in the bottom of the first. So we saw a mound visit from Auburn in the top. Now we get a mound visit from Austin Peay in the bottom. Mm. Come on, Gavin. Step up. Runners on first and second. 1 out. 1-0 count. Need a hit right here. Need some life. Get some life in that dugout. And here's the pitch. Misses out. 2-0. Fastball. 2-0 count. You're looking fastball all day. He misses out. 3-0. Now, red light. 3-0. Not a hitter's count. You're down 2-0 in a rubber match. If we were up, I might say green light. We're down. Red light. Do not swing. Fastball. And he connects. 3-1. Now, hitters count. Once again, he's coming with the fastball right here. More than likely coming with the fastball because he doesn't want to walk the bases loaded. 1 out. Runners on first and second. 3-1 pitch. Here we go. Gavin Miller at the plate. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Oh, he called that a strike. Hasn't called that all day. That was on the outer half. Called that a strike. 3-2 count now. Now you sit fastball. Adjust a breaking ball. He could throw anything. Maybe a change up here. Probably looks like a fastball. Runners a go. Gavin Miller fouls the fastball off the screen. So Gavin knows this guy, he's only been finding the strike zone with this fastball. So you're 3-2. He doesn't want to walk the bases loaded. All right. So can he throw his changeup for a strike? Can he throw his off speed, his curveball, slider, whatever he throws? Can he throw that for a strike? He hasn't yet. So more than likely, he's coming with another fastball right here. Here's the pitch. Goes on the outer half. Gavin fouls it away. Gavin's battling. That's what you want to see. I like his ABs in the lineup for Auburn baseball. Eighth pitch of the AB right here. Pitcher comes set. And here's the pitch. Gavin Miller, fly ball, right center. Center fielder calling him off, makes the catch. Nobody tagging. D-Rock back to 2B. 2 away in the first. Now you got Cooper McMurray up, looking to do damage right here. Lefty on lefty. Tough matchup for Coop here. And there's a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And there's another strike. 0-2. Don't expect him to come anywhere close to the strike zone here. Probably going to go up in Coop's eyes, maybe slider, low and away, down in the dirt, something like that. Don't expect anything close to the strike zone. He steps off. Gets called for a ball. The pitch clock. So it's a 1-2 count now. Still don't expect anything close to the zone here. He throws a fastball on the inner half. Caught myself and Coop both off guard. That is a ball. So we're at 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Caught it down. Pitcher did not like that. 3-2. Full up. Runners will be on the go with 2 outs. And pitcher comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Cooper McMurray drives this baseball. It's in the right center gap. Off the wall. Coop. Yes, sir. That's going to bring around 2. I think we got a tie game, folks. Cooper McMurray. Let's go. Let's go. Big swing from Coop right there, baby. 2-2. Auburn's tied it. Let's go. That's huge. That's huge. Man, big swing. Big swing by Cooper McMurray. I'll tell you one thing that really killed this guy right here for Austin Peay. The pitch clock got him. When it's 0-2, you basically, Coop got a free ball. He got a free ball there because you took your time out and then you stepped off. And so in the game today, you only get one timeout and all of that stuff. And then you let the pitch clock go down and everything. So you got a free ball to Coop. And then once you waste the second one, you waste the third one. Now you're in a full count. Like Coop knows you're coming with a fastball. You put yourself behind the 8 ball there. Carter Wright, 2-0. Once again, your guy for Austin Peay is putting himself at a disadvantage to Auburn hitters. 2-0 count. Carter Wright's about to see a fastball here. There it is. Carter Wright looks at it. Looks back, says, hey, is that a strike? Blue said, yeah, that was a strike. It was at the knees. Misses away, 3-1. I'm not sure this guy has many pitches that he can go to besides the fastball. He's not really 3-1 pitch. Misses away. It looks just fastball, changeup, mostly fastball. He's like a 2-pitch guy. I'm not even sure if he can throw the curveball or the slider. Yeah, Trevor, that's big. This is a big bounce back inning for Auburn in the bottom of the first. It's exactly what you wanted to happen right here. And Cooper McMurray with a big swing. Cole Edwards, the freshman sensation, DH. Okay, there was one. He still missed. 1-0 count. And he left that ball up. I'm not a believer in this guy's off speed. I just think he's anything close to the zone is going to be the fastball. And he misses down and away there. 2-0. Do you think BP grabs a point guard from the portal? I'm starting to think Holloway struggles are more of an issue. I don't think this is a freshman slump anymore. Thoughts? I think Aiden. That's a called strike there. Cole looks at that one. I think Aiden is playing the wrong position, and if we really want to break it down and look at it, I think Aiden might slide to the 2 next year with Tahad Pettiford coming in, and you're still going to have Trey Donaldson. I just think I want to see him. I want to see Aiden off ball a little bit more because Aiden has the tendency when he's coming off that screen, he takes shots that are not high percentage shots. They're leaning away, falling forward, fadeaways. Those aren't high percentage shots. Cole sees that one down. We're in a 3-2 count. Runners will be on the move. Aiden, you watch him when he's off ball and he's set, feet are set, squared up to the rim, shoots the basketball, he's much, much better. So I think Aiden might slide to the 2 next year for the Auburn Tigers. So, oh, Cole. Okay, okay, okay. It's fouled away behind the screen. That was his pitch. That was his pitch, and he knows it. That was his pitch, and he knows it. Three-two. Runners will be on the move. 2 outs. Cole Edwards gets a walk. No way. You hadn't called that all day. You haven't called that all day. You haven't called that all day, bro. He just rung him up on a fastball. Down in a. Man, you haven't called that all day, brother. You haven't called that all day. You haven't called that all day. There's no way he can hit that pitch. That is at his shins. That's at his shins, man. That's a ball. That's a ball. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. You haven't called that all day. Be consistent with your zone, man. Be consistent with your zone. That's piss poor. You haven't called that pitch all day. So you want Trey and Denver point guard, Pettiford and Holloway shooting guard. No, I think Pettiford's gonna play the 1, and Trey at the 1, and I think you'll have Denver and Aiden playing at the 2. I'm just look, Tahad's different, and Trey, in my opinion, is one of the best. Court vision, basketball IQ. I think Trey is coming into his own, and that dude's tough. He's hell of a basketball player. I'm really impressed with him. I just think you got to get Aiden away from handling the basketball as much as he does. I think he still had a decent year passing the basketball. But his shooting was concerning. But I think Tahad is going to come in and just be a difference maker. I really do. I think Tahad Pettiford is a hooper. I think he's going to make a difference at Auburn. I'm really interested to see if Joe Nye comes back. That's what I'm really interested in. Because if he doesn't, then Bruce has got to look there and figure out something with the transfer portal and how we're going to revamp that lineup right there. One-two count. I'm still ticked off about the strike 3 call on Cole Edwards. You haven't called that crap all day. Come on, Carter. You got to catch that. 2-2. Fouled off into the glove. Fouled away. This guy's battling. We need a quick inning here from Herbie. Need a quick inning. Full count. Misses away. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. This guy's battling. Three-two pitch. Fouled away again. Last basketball question. You're good, man. You're good. I love Auburn basketball. Over under 1.5 seniors come back next year. If so, who? Herbie gives up the walk there. Um, that's a good question. That's a good question. I think Cardwell returns. Mm, I think Cardwell returns. I don't think Jonah comes back. I don't think Jonah comes back. He improved so much, and the positivity that he got back last year. Don't quote me on that, but I got a funny feeling about Jonah. Um, KD, what is his eligibility? Does he have the COVID year? Can he return? I'm not totally sure, but I think KD could be one to come back because he's just not an NBA player. I don't know where he would, obviously go overseas or something like that, but I think he could return. There's a bunt. It's a pretty good bunt. You're gonna kill it there, get the out, runner at second. Okay, do your job. Auburn fielded a bunt. It's impressive. Something they've struggled with for a couple years. If you're a big Auburn baseball fan, yeah, you know what I'm talking about there. So it's been a struggle, and it was a struggle yesterday. It felt like. Here we go. You got to make some big pitches here. Got a runner in scoring position in the top of the second, and there's the hook. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Come on, Herbie. Bow up. There's a fly ball left field. We're getting under that, and Mason Mainers makes the catch, gets it in. Runner stays put at second base. Herbie, big time pitches there. Let's go. Get out of it right here. I would like Herbie to get out of this in 4 pitches. Have 50 pitches going into the third inning. Everyone has one more except J Dub and SEMO. Okay. Um, yeah, I knew J Dub was going for sure. Yeah, I think KD returns. I think Dylan returns. Joe Nye, man, like I said, he could return also, but I don't know. And I don't think Leor comes back. I don't um so if anything I would bet on KD and Dylan returning. You kind of need Dylan to come back. You need Dylan to come back in my opinion. So, you're going to have CBM returning next year too, so that dude is unbelievable. I listened to a San Diego State podcast before the year started, and they were talking about CBM and just how crushed they were to lose him before they made that run last year. And they were just saying that if he was on that team, they might have would have won the tournament. And I was like, yeah, I get it, you know. Um, UConn was they were a different animal, but I feel Janai is too much of a star after the season to risk coming back and possibly regressing or injury. Yeah, but that is true, and that's why I think he goes. But NIL has played a factor in all of this too, Trevor. So Herbie, good. Coop, that a baby, get out of it. Let's go. Come on now. Big stuff from Herbie right there. Big stuff. Big stuff. Yeah, yeah. NIL has changed a lot. NIL has changed a lot of mindsets and a lot of thinking about going to the draft, coming back, so I don't know. It depends on what kind of grade Janai gets in the little NBA draft process that they do out in Vegas or wherever. I know he got like a second round grade last year, like early second round grade. So if he gets in that first round, he's gone for sure. So see. Trevor says big pitch and comeback this inning than last. Absolutely. Um, Herbie. Herbie's a guy that we got to lean on. We got to rely on Herbert Holtz this year. He did well last year, really well last year. Stepped up when Gonzo got hurt and got in that starting rotation and pitched in some big time games and should have had a couple more wins than he had on his record last year if we didn't blow some leads in the bullpen late. But Herbie's been really, really big for us. There it is. There it is. I was waiting on it, waiting for him to throw it for a strike. Excuse me. He finally did. 0-1 to Mason Manners. So you mean to tell me you called that a ball on Mason Manners, but you called the other one a strike on Cole Edwards? Ridiculous, bro. I think this is the beginning of something beautiful. We got CVM, Cheney, Denver, Trey, and a big man from the portal. We gonna be nasty with a lot of swagger next year. Man, Cheney is different. That dude is different. The progression that he's made, different. My buddy has felt out Division 1 basketball and said, "Hey, that first step's gotten quicker. Everything, man. His vision has gotten quicker. His understanding of where to be on the floor, his confidence. Guy is just on another level right now. He's playing confident. What are you mad that Mason didn't move? You're gonna review it. They think that Mason threw his elbow at the ball, so they're gonna talk about it. This game's gonna be 4 hours long, y'all. Okay, he didn't throw his elbow into it. He was just getting ready to hit. They're gonna look at it. Yeah, I really like those Clarksville uniforms they got on. I just want I want white pants. I'm not big on the black pants and the camo with the half camo stripe down the leg. I'm not big on that. Um, I want to see some white pants with that black top. I think that would be sick. Taking a minute to review this. Like, come on, man. This game is gonna be. We've been going for 51 minutes, and we haven't even played 2 innings yet. Are y'all going to Nashville this week? AU Sports is going to take over with basketball, gymnastics, softball in Nashville this week. I wish I could. I wish I could. I'm 7 hours away from Nashville. I wish I could. I'm down in Mobile, Alabama, so uh, Nashville is a little stretch for me. I'll be at the SEC baseball tournament. I'll be at that one in Hoover. That ain't but 4, so 3.5. So Chris Stanfield. Good. They hit Chris Stanfield. Let's go. Let's go. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Nobody out. Auburn. Can they do damage? Can they do damage? Top of the lineup. Top of the lineup. hmm Getting a pitching change from Austin Peay. By the way, anybody play video games or anything, go check out the War Report Gaming Network. If you're into watching video games or anything like that, we will be streaming some games. I know MLB The Show 24 is coming out in a couple days, right here at the end of March. So I will be all over that. I will be posting my clips and everything like that to the gaming network, and we'll be having a good time. I play the Dynasty team and all of that stuff, so the Ultimate Team or whatever, Diamond Dynasty or whatever it's called on MLB The Show. So I try to do all the, you know, little challenges and everything to get the best cards and everything like that. So if you're interested in that stuff, go subscribe, go like, or we did a video about the college football 25 game. We're going to be streaming that when it comes out. So go like that stuff, and we appreciate it. We love working with the War Report Network. Trevor says going to have to get a little up tempo tournament going on. Absolutely. Hey, and by the way, that is one thing that we talked about. Like if you play MLB The Show or the college football game, we will have tournaments and everything. And if anybody wants to just say, hey, like $5 buy-in, and we get like 8 people, and winner gets $40, we can do that or whatever, like we don't really care. Um, we just want the people to have fun. And like same thing with like college football game. If we can get like 16 people and somebody do a $10 buy-in and winner gets the pot, we'll do that. I think it would be really, really fun to get everybody to link up, play their game. If it takes a week, like because I know people have life going on. I think it would be really, really fun. Best believe I got the show pre-ordered. I love that. Love that. Let's go. Pitch clock violation. Runners move up to second and third. Nobody out for Auburn here, and the top of the lineup is up with Cooper Weiss. Gordon says, "Rep the 251. I'm from Mobile. I graduated from BHS. Go Leopards. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Blunt in the house. 251 Mobile, PA. Love that. That is that's good stuff. That is good stuff. I love Mobile. Always down to support the kids here. That is one big thing to me is like these kids like Bryce Kane from Mobile going to Auburn. I'm always so supportive of the kids here in Mobile as I try to support Bryce as much as I could this year in the fall, going and watching Baker play. And anytime one of these guys is interested in Auburn, like Micah DeBose from Viger, I'm sure I will ride out there and watch him play some. I work right across the street from Viger High School, so I'm sure if I see him out there practicing one day, I want to go out there and introduce myself and say, "Hey, you know, I would love to interview you and see why it could be Auburn and things like that." I'm always going to be supportive of the kids in Mobile. Cooper Weiss does a job here on the fielder's choice, the ground ball to shortstop. They get the out at 1B, and we come in to score to take the lead 3-2. Mason Mainers moves up, and Chris Stanfield stays at 2B. So the Auburn Tigers are in the lead 3-2. Crazy this kid's name is Jackie Robinson. Got a lot to live up to. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Jackie would definitely just transcended the game, man. Like, can't say enough about Jackie Robinson. And look at all the great black baseball players that we've got to see throughout the years. Personally, my favorite coming up was Ken Griffey Jr. I thought he brought the swagger to baseball. It was in an era where all like all baseball players were in the steroid thing, and baseball needed some swagger, and I thought Griffey brought it, bro. And I'll never forget the home run derbies where he had the earrings in and the backwards hats and the most beautiful swing I've ever seen in baseball history. I thought he was one of the guys when I was growing up that really just made baseball fun. And he, if he wouldn't have got hurt, I think he would be. Derek Fabian fouls that one off. I think if Ken Griffey Jr. wouldn't have got hurt and had all the knee trouble, I think he would be the all-time home run leader. I really do. Dude was just unreal. Dude was unreal on the diamond. Just unfair, man. Most fun player to watch in baseball history, in my opinion. Oh, D-Rock! D-Rock! Get out of here, baby! Derek Fabian! 2-run bomb! Bang! Auburn up 5-2. Let's go! Derek Fabian! D-Rock! Derek Fabian! Biggest transfer portal pickup in America, baby! That man is a dog. Sorry, y'all. I'm having to update the social media. I'm having to update the social media. Got to get on there and everything. Ike said, no, no. Said, no, no. That deuce is up and away. It's a 2-1 count. Fabian Bomb. Let's go, baby. Auburn up. Auburn feeling a little swagger right now. Honestly, I think the MLB is the only major sport to still have that authentic feel to their all-star events. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what the NBA, man, the NBA All-Star game used to be so fun. And then it just went to like who cares, you know? I don't know how they save it. I don't know how they save it. The only way I think you could save the NBA All-Star game is I want to see one-on-one. I want to see a one-on-one tournament. Forget East versus West, forget LeBron versus KD, all that stuff of what they've tried and everything. Give me a one-on-one tournament. Pick me the 10 best superstars and give me a one-on-one tournament. That's what I want to see. Yep. I think that's the only way you can save the NBA All-Star game. It's like the excuse me, the NHL All-Star game. They went to 3v3. Hey, 5v5, we're not scoring enough. It's not as exciting. We got to do something. They went to 3v3. And there's goals, there's excitement. They spiced it up. Like that's what you got to do, man. You got to create excitement for these guys. It's an all-star game. Yeah, it's supposed to be fun, but it's not supposed to be 400 points fun in the NBA All-Star game. Like that fourth period, I want to see some defense, dog. I want to see LeBron on best. Like I don't want to see dudes throwing alley oops from half court and all that stuff. I don't care to see all that stuff. I want to see best on best. And I think the MLB All Star game has that. Those guys still compete at a high level. Yeah, they're still safe by only throwing 2 innings and everything like that. But you're still seeing the Aaron Judges go up there and take quality at bats because they still want to win at the end of the day. So I definitely agree with that, Trevor. My boy Jay Corn to buy the new Xbox so I can play the show or not to. Yeah, brother, it's bought. Yeah. Yeah, you got to buy it. You got to 100%. We got to be on that show because I'm going to be streaming the show and I need you on our co-op team. So me and Dalton's going to be running a co-op team. So I need you on there. We'll be streaming it and everything and got to have you. We got to win some games, brother. NFL is just straight wash. I don't even turn it on anymore. Yeah, they ruined it. They ruined it. Um, they ruined it. The Pro Bowl was great. The thing about the NFL is it became, excuse me, the NFL became more about contracts and money. And you got these guys that are coming from college sitting out all the time. They got to the NFL, and now the attitude is completely changed. I remember when I was growing up, Sean Taylor was laying the boom in the Pro Bowl. Rest in peace to one of the GOATs. Sean Taylor was looking to kill somebody in the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. And I mean, it's just changed so much. It become more about free agency and uh, sucks. It sucks because you used to always be so ready for that Sunday afternoon, that little matinee time that they used to do it on, and it's just turned into a clown show. Now they play flag football. Like I don't want to watch that. I couldn't care less. Everyone has got to know the clip of Sean Taylor versus the punter. Iconic. Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the hardest hitting safeties to ever live. My buddy was a dog, would have straight to Canton if he would have. if he wouldn't have been murdered, man. God, that was one that sucked. Like, it sucked. That one hit hard. Like, Sean Taylor's death. I mean, I remember I was 10, 11 years old, uh, 12 years old watching him at Miami and just thinking like, hey, this guy right here, dog, ball hawk, will run through you, could stop the run, play down at the line of scrimmage, do it all. Like, bro was that safety. Just elite, elite, and life cut short, man. It sucks. It sucks. That ball is driven out to the right center gap, and Ike Irish hawking it down. Ike Irish, what can he do, folks? What can Ike Irish do? He can do it all. He can play catcher. He can play in the DH role. All right, we all know what he can do with the stick. He can go out to right field and chase balls down in the gap, baby. Love to see it from 1-8 right there. Got the shades on. All right, a little spiced up out there. Love Ike Irish. What a guy. Oh man. Sorry, my buddy just texted me and he said so I gave him a parlay. I sent him a parlay this morning. College basketball. And Indiana State and Drake were playing, and I was like, man, hammer Indiana State. And they are getting absolutely booty blasted right now by Drake. And he texts me. And he's like, you need to come face the music, brother. And I just checked the score. Not good. Not good. I can play every position, I think, honestly. Elite athlete. Dude is phenomenal. He's unreal. If you need some co-op partners, let me know. Made World Series in 23. Wow. Yeah, bro. I'm not World Series good, but I'm close. I like to dabble in it and have a good time. My brother's really good. My brother's like World Series good. He's elite. I'm not sold on Tennessee basketball. I think people are confusing DK for their entire team. DK scores 40 and still lose. I don't know, man. I think they're good. I think they're vulnerable. Thoughts. I agree. I agree. I think you can go back and look at earlier in the year and see where I think is what is it, Adu? He struggles in the paint some, in my opinion. And I think that's where they're the most vulnerable. I think one thing working for them is they have Ziegler at the guard. Oh boy, he hit that one a long way. Thank goodness. Yeah, thank goodness that ball got foul. Um, I think that's going to work well for them in March, but sometimes their shooting does go a little cold and their offense struggles. Like if Vescovi or whatever, however you say his name, sometimes he goes on droughts and just can't get a bucket to save his life. And like yesterday, like Ziegler couldn't hit a shot. Um, Good pitch by Herbie right there. Great location on the outer half. And they struggle to score at times. And if it's not Dalton Connect, it's nobody. And I think that could be their killer in March. Is yeah, they have a great team, but at times they struggle to score the basketball. And Kentucky doesn't play great defense either. And you saw yesterday that they were struggling to score against Kentucky at times. Been playing 23 lately to shake the rust off. Love that, bro. Do you play with pinpoint? Herbie. Herbie. Great job second and third inning, brother. Got to that 60 pitch count. They pulled him there because he's been coming out of the pen, hasn't been throwing a lot of pitches. So you don't want to run that pitch count up very high. You don't want to get him into the 80s and the 90s. We're still early in the year. It's not conference play. That's what you're ultimately looking forward to. Man, I just knocked my Coke can off of my desk. 1 second. Um, so yeah, that's why they pulled Herbie there. It's just a precaution. Probably, I think they're going to Cam Tilly. Probably. So hopefully you can get 4 or 5 innings out of him. Yeah. Trevor, the 23 game. I'll be honest with you with MLB The Show. I think it could have been a whole hell of a lot better, but they released too much content too fast, and they just started throwing cards all throughout the game. So everybody's team was ridiculously good, and nobody had to work to have a great team. And that was my downfall on MLB The Show 23 is they released way too much content way too fast, and then the game kind of died off. The more you started playing, the game died off because there was just no more content. And it was just like, well, you gave everybody 99 cards right out the gate and you did the World Baseball Classic thing. And so everybody's team was good and you were left with, facing dudes throwing 100, 300, 4 every day. Playing games, some as close as helps a lot. Yeah, yeah. I'm probably gonna shake the rust off here in a week or so. So I can get down. My hitting struggles so bad sometimes, man. Like those the up and in sinkers are so hard to hit. They kill me at times. Great pitch. Let's go. Cameron Tilly, dog. 4-0 coming in and shutting the door. Let's go. Let's go to the third, bottom of the third. Auburn up 5-2. Come on. Let's see. Will the War Report Network have something for the new college football game coming out this summer? Absolutely. We just did a video about 2 weeks ago. Myself, Ike, and Dustin talking about the new content that they dropped and everything. And we were talking about, the opt-ins, opt-outs for the game and things like that. And we will be streaming that game, and we'll be doing all kind of content creation, talking about it. I think we're going to do another episode this coming week talking about like the big awards, like the Bolitnikoff and things like that, the Maxwell, like the Guy Award and all that, all opting out of the game, but the Heisman opting in because the Heisman is through the trust and not associated with those awards. So they had their own separate decision to make, and they chose to opt into the game. So we're going to talk about that a little bit and why we think the other awards opted out. Yes, they already said they aren't doing it this year. They're going back to where as the season progress, the players get better. Yeah, man. Like as that season progresses, like you gotta let the content just unravel a little bit slower. And that was just super annoying. That's why I stopped playing so early last year, is because it just it's just way too much. And so my thing, oh Coop, oh Coop, yes sir, right center gap off the wall. Coop coming into 2B, sliding in head first with a double. Cooper McMurray leads it off. He's hot, folks. He's hot. He's on fire. All right. 2-6 is roping the baseball this year for the Auburn Tigers. He's on a tear. I think max overall to start is like 1 or 2 91s. If that, that's the way it should be, man. It's the way it should be. Slow down the content in the game. Come out on the 15th, so don't wait too late. Yeah, I was on Xbox this morning looking at the pre-download and everything like that. I'll probably get it downloaded today. Coop is on a tear. Absolutely. Dude is seeing beach balls. I mean, he's unreal too, and one of the coolest guys on the team. Love Cooper McMurray. Always down to talk, always down to give us his time. Come on the pod. Love him. Heck of a family too. Talked to his brother a little bit last year from Oral Roberts. He got to go to Omaha and everything. They upset Oregon in the Super Regionals last year, and I just started watching Oral Roberts and supporting him and everything just because of Coop, and just their family is amazing. So great group of people. Austin Peay looks to be making a pitching change here. Number 19, righty out the pen. Luke Rowland Jr. in for Austin Peay. See, I think if I'm not mistaken, they are changing the pinpoint for the slider or sinker one to make it more difficult to decrease the spamming. Yeah, that's legit. I like that. I like that. You just got to make slight improvements to the game. The game is great. There's just slight improvements to be made. And if they do those things, people will stay on the game a whole hell of a lot longer than they do, because my big thing with MLB The Show is I like playing MLB The Show while watching professional baseball. So, come on, Carter, right? Big spot. Runner on second, 2-0 count, bottom three, Auburn up 5-2. Carter right at the plate. Sees a strike there, 2-1. And they hit him. Runners on first and second, nobody out. How you think AJ 99 and Soto do this year? I think they're going to be electric. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be downright nasty. Yeah, I think it could be so nasty that Soto re-signs with the Yankees for the rest of his career. Christian Hall pinch hitting. I think Christian Hall is coming in here with the righty now in the game, and you're going to see him in for the rest of the day, and in that Cole Edwards spot, just because of his ability to really hit the long ball here. He sees a strike there. It's a 1-1 count. It's not that Cole was doing bad or anything. It's just the lefty arm is no longer in the game. So Christian Hall is going to come in and take over that DH role. Sees that one up and away. 2-1. Need a comeback year for Rodon and Cole to keep it up, and I think the pitching rotation will be elite, especially with Nasty Nestor. Yeah, I want to see Nestor be better this year too. I thought last year he was just a little off. We need him to get back to that 2022 mark of when he was just absolutely filthy. He dealt with a little bit of injuries last year, but look, there's no excuse for Carlos Rodon. You can't go from San Francisco, where you're an absolute dog, and then come to New York and get beat up for 8 runs a start. Like, that can't happen. And then obviously, yeah, Garrett Cole, you just got to keep being an ace, dog, and being one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. I think he's one of the best, man. Like, Garrett Cole is Hall of Fame good. Dude's ridiculous. Glad he's on the Yankees. So, um, yeah, Christian Hall, 3-2 count. Runners on first and second. Fouls it away. Stays alive. I feel like Christian Hall in a 3-2 count, something could be coming. He was in a 3-2 count Friday when he hit one to the absolute moon. Good swing. Way to battle. Way to battle. Catcher calls time. See what we got here. See what we got here. Hated him on the Astros, love him on the Yankees. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel like that, including myself. I wasn't a huge fan when he was on the Astros. I'm not a huge fan of the Astros, period. Christian Hall sees it away, draws the walk, bases loaded, nobody out. Auburn looking to do real damage right here and separate this baseball game. The media is giving way too much attention to the QBs. What about the running backs? To be honest, that's our offense. Hunter, DA, Cobb, and Brian about to eat this year. I agree. Best in the SEC. The room is the room is solid. The room is solid. Um, I think everybody's worried about quarterback just because of everything that Auburn's been through. And it's been a while since Auburn has had really good QB play. So that excuse me, that's why I think Auburn the Auburn media and the national media is all worried about the QB play and everything like that. Obviously, the running backs are elite. I think the passing game has got to help this year, though, because everybody knows Auburn wants to run the football. But if that passing game can help with these young receivers and whoever the quarterback is can just open it up just a hair and get things going through the air, it can open them up to have an even bigger year. So I think we got to talk about quarterback a little bit just because it's been a disaster. Mason Maynard drives one center field. He makes the play on it, but we're going to get a run in. We're going to tag, and we're cooking. Carter Wright stays at 2B. Cooper McMurray comes in to score. Auburn up 6-2. Mason Maynard does a job. One away, runners on first and second. Auburn still looking to add on here in the bottom of the third. This Auburn lineup is great at working counts and running up the pitch count. Love to see it. I 100% agree, Trevor. I think this Auburn lineup is great. I think we can hit. Anybody who has anything to say about Gabe Gross, foolish. Dude's ridiculous. Unpopular opinion, if we can make it work with Nick Marshall, we can make it work with PT if we have to. I think that's why Hugh has so much faith in him, is because I think Hugh thinks he can make it work. I just think that the Hugh and Philip Montgomery thing was a disaster. I think it was a disaster. I think both of them were not on the same page. I think one guy liked one quarterback, one guy liked the other, and it was just a mess. The play calling was a mess. I just think that I think that Hugh believes he can make it work. So yeah, I I don't know. We gotta see, man. Like I said the other night on Tuesday when we did the live show with Dustin, is I just want to see spring ball. Like I don't want to see all the stuff in the media saying, "Oh, well, PT played like this or Holden played like this." No, I want to see a day. Let's play best on best, and let's see if PT has made any strides or anything like that in Hugh's offense. Because last year, I think the offense was just 1 minute it was Philip Montgomery, next minute it was Hugh. So Auburn doesn't have a QB issue. Freeze has a PT issue. I'm not a coach, but I can see that he ain't it, man. We could have had Robbie do what PT did. I need to see more. That's where I'm sitting at. I need to see a day. I need to see a day because if you haven't improved, you got to go with somebody else. You have to. Like you're not in the position to just keep running Peyton Thorne out there. You're gonna go 7-5, 6-6. Runners take off. And he's in there. Carter Wright still is third base. Great job. Great jump. Especially since we have a great wide receiver room, just like Nick Marshall did. They're gonna they're gonna be young. They're gonna be young. They are great. Um, that's why I can't wait to see A Day. That's why I can't wait to see A Day. I just want to see how great they're gonna be. Cam Coleman, freak of nature. Freak of nature. I think Bryce Kane's gonna be a dog. I think Malcolm Simmons is gonna be a dog. I think it's going to take Perry a little bit. I wish he was on campus right now because I think Perry's got to get a little bit better with his routes and everything like that, and just getting acclimated to like the speed of the game and everything. So I wish he was on campus now, but he'll get there in the summer. Dustin, my guy, says Auburn dugout has had much more juice today. Fighting through it, man. That's what championship teams do. They find a way. They find a way to get through the tough times. Find a way to get through the flu and fighting symptoms and doing all that stuff. We have been on here for an hour and a half and we haven't played 3 innings yet. That is insane. That is insane. I might have to get off here in about 30 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes. I have to go eat with my parents this afternoon. So I got a lot of stuff to do. I have to go eat dinner with them. They're making fried shrimp and fried oysters, so there's no way I'm missing that meal. Period. That's my favorite one right there. I think if Brother Hugh has control and runs it the way he wants, it'll be polar opposite than last year. That's what I'm waiting to see. That's what I'm hoping for. I know that's what Dustin's hoping for. Is we just kind of had that feeling that we had two guys that were, you know, these offensive guru masterminds, and they both had just butting heads and conflicting ideas of what offense was going to look like. And you just had Hugh wanting to do this, and then you had Philip Montgomery wanting to do this, and then when Hugh was calling plays, you saw RPO stuff. When Philip was calling plays, RPO was nowhere to be found. So I think that's the frustration. And you bring a guy like Derek Nix in that Hugh's already worked with. I think it's all about being comfortable, and that's what Hugh stressed a lot. Was he wanted guys that he had already worked with around him. And when you bring Nix in, you've been around him and you've worked with him in previous years for an extended period of time. So yeah, you are comfortable, and there's not going to be that clash of heads like it was last year. So I think that we're just kind of all waiting to see what it's going to look like. And I think that's why A-Day has to be taken serious this year. You can't go out there and half-ass it. If we're being honest, you can't go out there and just take it as a joke. It has to be taken serious this year. Programs that take A-Day serious win championships. Bases loaded, one out. Cooper Weiss steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice today. Does have an RBI. Man, come on. That hadn't been a strike all day. That hasn't been a strike all day. And you know it. I know it. Pitcher knows it. Coop knows it. Hadn't been a strike all day. Get it together, brother. Your strike zone is all over the place. Coop swings through the little slide piece there, down 0-2. Fouls that one off. 0-2. Can't strike out here. Can't strike out here. Got to have something put in play. Got to have something put in play. Um, can't K right here. Yes, sir. Coop off the bat, right center gap. Let's go. Coop, hell of a swing. Cooper Weiss. Christian Hall scores. Let's go. Auburn up 8-2. Bottom three runners at second and third. Cooper Weiss comes up with a double into the right center gap. The Auburn Tigers are pouring it on. This is what championship teams do. This is how you respond, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Great piece of hitting. Not trying to do too much with it. Not trying to pull that ball out into left field. Just take it. Hey, let it travel. Take it back to the right side. Hit it into that right center gap. Great piece of hitting from Cooper Weiss there. I'll try to see if I can get that one clipped up and we can do a watch the film on that one. There's a couple of ABs that I want to do a watch the film on. Derek Fabian with a shot. Yes, sir. That's to the wall. Left center gap. The Tigers are going to score two more. Derek Fabian's going to come into second base. Bang! 10-2 Auburn. They're lighting it up, folks. Payback is back. The Auburn Tigers said, hey, you're not about to walk into our house and beat the piss out of us 2 days in a row. We're here. We're on fire. 10-2 Auburn. Bottom three, one out. Derek Fabian standing on second. Keep it going. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man, Derek Fabian is special. Derek Fabian is special. Ike. Ooh, I thought Ike had that one. I thought Ike had that one. Ike, a little flare to left. He's going to make the catch. D-Rock's got to slide back into two. He makes it back in. Two away in the bottom of the third. Man, Fabian, unreal. Derek Fabian's unreal. Have you seen a projected bracket for March? Where do you think we would be seated and which region will we be in? For some reason, AU always ends up in the Midwest. That's a shot right there. Is Fabian going to score? Fabian's going to score. He's going to come around to score. They throw it into second. Bang. Let's go. Auburn 11-2. They're piling it on. I haven't really looked, to be honest with you. I think they'll have us on the 4 line if we win a game in the SEC tournament. If we win the SEC tournament, we're probably going to go up to the 3 line. Maybe the 2 line. Maybe. I don't know. But I'll be honest with you. I don't care where we're seated at. I really don't. I think this Auburn team is ready to make a run. I think they're hot right now. I think they're playing well at the right time. There's not selfish players, and I don't want to say that there were selfish players in the past, but Cooper McMurray, bang over the batter's eye. Let's go, 26. Let's go, Auburn on top. Cooper McMurray with an absolute bomb. Oh my goodness, Auburn up 13-2 in the bottom of the third. Coop absolutely obliterated that baseball. My goodness. Trevor says, Jesus, Coop is on a tear. Absolutely. One of the hottest players in the country. Cooper McMurray, have a day, kid. Have a day. Kid is seeing beach balls. One second. 1 second, chat. It's my dad's calling me. I'm sure he's wanting to talk about all. How many RBIs that is on the day? I think Coop has like, I think like 6. Let me see here. Coop has 4 RBIs. Fabian has 4. Weiss has 3. Yep, 4 RBIs. Oh, ball is absolutely torched. You can just tell, man. That's why I get on these commentators a lot, is because in college baseball, you can tell when a ball is out of the park. It's not hard. Like, these dudes are like, oh, that ball could go. No, that ball's gone, bro. That ball is no doubted. What are we doing here? You got to put some excitement into the call. I'm tired of these cats getting on here and say, oh, that ball is hit right center field. That ball could go. No, it's that ball's hit deep right center field. That ball is out of here. Cooper McMurray with a bomb. That, like, you got to put some excitement into it. It's just, you got these cats in the booth. They've been trained like little robots to just, oh, that's a ball in right center field. Like, it's just, there's no excitement to the call. Carter Wright. I'll probably hop off after this one. I got to run over to my parents today. Like I said, I got to eat a little supper with them, and we look to be in control, 13-2. We'll be going into the 4th. Okay, wait a minute, Carter Wright with a base knock up the middle. Yeah, all the anti-Butch fans getting on my Facebook yesterday saying that we needed a new baseball coach. Get out of here, bro. Like, don't ever get on my Facebook and respond to me about we need a new baseball coach that we're just halfway competitive and all this crap. Like, halfway competitive. Do you remember who the coach was before Butch Thompson got to Auburn? Do you remember how bad we were? We used to win like 12 games a year, dog. Like, we were terrible. Nobody cared about Plainsman Park. Nobody. I used to go to games in Plainsman when there was like just almost every seat was available. Like, they hardly even checked tickets when I used to go to games at Plainsman. And we want to sit on here and talk about fire Butch Thompson. Like, y'all are crazy, bro. What are we talking about? We're dealing with a scholarship disadvantage too. And y'all want to sit here and say fire Butch Thompson. Get out of here. Christian just missed it. Popped it up. Shallow center field. Center fielder coming on. Make the grab. He makes it. Austin Peay finally out of the inning. Auburn up 13-2. Headed to the 4th. Everybody, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go eat supper with my parents. Dinner, whatever you want to call it. I got to get over there, and I got the kids and the wife that I got to attend to. So I'm going to end this one. I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate you joining me. We were on here for 2 hours, and we only got through 3 innings. So there's been a lot of runs and a lot of excitement, but I appreciate each and every one of you joining us. Dustin and I will do a baseball recap tomorrow. Be looking for that tomorrow night to drop in your feed. So make sure just click the bell for notifications when we do drop stuff. And if you're a big baseball fan, go listen to that. We're really excited where Auburn baseball content is headed. I remember when we first started doing this, we used to get like 20 views. Now we're getting 100, 150, 200. It's been really great to see it grow. Trevor, one last comment here. Have a good one. Appreciate the time, brother. Appreciate you, Trevor. And on the MLB The Show, I'll be getting with you, man, and we'll link up and we'll have some fun. So, yeah, like the video, share the video, keep hopping in here in these Auburn baseball lives. We really appreciate each and every one of you, and I will catch you on the next one. Let's finish this one out right here. War Damn Eagle.